Backups, backups, backups. Yes, in this digital age, backups and the safety of your data is really very important. I cannot stress that enough. And to back up my data, what I use is Western Digital MyPassport 5 terabyte backup hard drive. I brought this thing roughly 3 years ago and it is easily available online in a variety of colors. You can choose anyone which you like. All the buying links are available in the description or in the first comment below. But wait a little bit, in this particular video we are going to talk about my experience of using this hard drive over 3 years. What are the pros and cons and all the little nitty-gritties which come with this Western Digital MyPassport. So let's begin with the point number one, that is unboxing. And honestly, there is nothing much to unbox. This hard drive just comes in a simple blister packaging. There's a bundled USB type A to micro USB cable, and that's it. There's a small little tip that I want to give you. Please preserve this blister packaging as well as this box in case you need to ship it back for a warranty claim, or in case you need to send it across via some kind of courier or parcel services. This is the safest way to transport your hard drive. Let's talk about the second point, guys, that is the warranty. And Western Digital offers a warranty of 3 years. Make sure to activate this thing by registering on their particular website. The link of their website is again given in the description. The third point is features, and this thing comes with automatic backup software, which is very good if you are one of those forgetful kind of people like me. Next thing is it comes with 256-bit hardware AES encryption, which means that you can put a little password on your hard disk and lock it down so that there is no unauthorized access of your data. The next point is free space, and I've seen a lot of people complain that, oh, I've paid for a 5 terabyte hard drive. Where is the full 5 terabyte? Actually, guys, there are things like, file system formatting losses and different overheads. So in this 5 terabyte model, what you get is a usable capacity of 4.54 terabytes. And this thing is nothing new. It is applicable to particularly all hard drives available today. The fifth point is the most important one, I guess, which you guys were waiting eagerly for, that is benchmarks. And as you can see on screen, on a new drive, you get a read speed of 127 Mbps and a write speed of 123 Mbps. And as the drive fills up, yes, in this particular drive I have written almost 4 terabytes of data, that is 90% usable capacity, and you get a read speed of 87 Mbps and a write speed of 86 Mbps. I believe these speeds are respectable for magnetic spinning platter hard drives, so nothing to complain over here. Sixth point is temperature, and as the data density has gone up, as the amount of information we stuff into a palm-sized hard drive has gone up, the temperatures have also gone up. And especially if you're someone like me who puts their hard drives overnight for really large backups like 1, 2, 3 terabytes at once overnight, running for hours, what I recommend and what I personally use is a small little USB fan. This thing is really cheap, easily available. Again, buying links in description below. Make sure to buy this particular fan if you are taking large backups. This fan is going to keep it cool as well as extend its lifetime. Now the seventh point is pros and cons. So what is good, what is bad? Let's talk about the pros first. And overall, with my experience of 3 years, I have found this hard drive to be pretty reliable. I have edited live videos on this thing while I was traveling, so no issues with editing, no issues with traveling. But I do recommend you keep running check disk on this thing to keep track of any corruption or any kind of bad sectors. That is anyways a good habit to have on any kind of hard drive. So that is one thing. Let's talk about the cons, and honestly there are not a lot of cons with this hard drive. If I need to nitpick, there are a few. The LED on this particular model is absolutely useless. There used to be a WD Elements model, which I also have. It used to have a better LED, so if you like bright LEDs, maybe you want to go with that model. But WD should have given some kind of bright, neat little LED on this model, which is not there. And the other con over here is, of course, like as with all the large hard drives available today, this thing is based on SMR, that is Shingled magnetic recording technology. And these days any kind of large hard drives in portable form factor about 2 terabytes, 3 terabytes, 5 terabytes are all based on SMR. So you cannot complain on this kind of technology. Now what is SMR and why it is inferior to CMR, that is conventional magnetic recording, is again a topic for another video. If you want me to cover this kind of topic, make sure to comment below. Alright, again there is one other con that I need to highlight, that you cannot shuck, which means you cannot remove this hard drive from the casing and use it as an internal hard drive, because the USB connector is soldered onto to the very same motherboard of this hard drive. So it's not like a separate SATA hard drive, then a small little chip, and then a USB connector. It's not like that. It's all of it is integrated on a single little motherboard. So you cannot remove this thing and use it as an internal hard drive. So that is one con that I noticed with WD. The market difference is between this Seagate, you can Shuck Seagate. Again, I use this Seagate hard drive. If you want to check it out, again, links in the description below. Let's talk about the conclusion of this particular video. So I think that overall, if you need reliable backups which are large, right, 3, 4, 5 terabytes, this thing is a very good option. So if you want to buy something from a reputed brand, maybe you should consider this option. If you want to check and know more about its competitors, for example, I also use this Seagate One Touch 5 terabytes since a few years, then the review video would be available over here in the form of cards. Or in case you just want to gain some general knowledge about hard drives and SSDs, you can click on any of these cards and watch those more informative videos. So that's it for this neat little video, guys. I hope you liked it. Take care and have a nice day.